So you must be Jesse. The man that was moved into the headquarters building from the small office out in the middle of nowhere, right? It must be tough for someone from the country to come live in this huge city.
Bernard, thank you for having me here. Of course, it's been a long time since I've been to the city, so my first few months here may have been tough for me. I was surprised this morning just by the amount of people that were commuting into work.
By the amount of people, huh? That's what it's like here in New York City. Don't talk about it like it's a bad thing.
I didn't say that with any bad intentions toward the city. I'm sorry if that came off the wrong way there. Well, anyway, I look forward to working with you here. There are things that I might not know much about yet, but I'll do my very best.
Do you think you'll be able to do anything within the HQ when you've come all the way here from the boonies? I'm sure that soon enough you'll be running away with your tail tucked between your legs.
Excuse me? What do you mean by that? I'm never planning to run away from the job I have now.
You're from the country and you have nothing to offer this company's HQ. I'm the one saying that, and I've never been wrong about anything.
Well, I'm sorry, but you may be wrong this time. Are you talking poorly about me just because I'm from the countryside? I'm sure you're not happy to see me moved into the HQ from that smaller office out there, but...
Of course I'm not happy. You all don't know what good culture is out here. You'll never be able to adapt to the culture we have here in this sophisticated city of New York City. Why were you allowed to come here? You won't make it here even a month. And if you want to know why that is, it's because you're a redneck.
I wasn't born in the countryside, though. And you thinking I won't make it here very long is another misunderstanding on your part. Bernard, why are you being so aggressive with me? Do you really not like the idea of what the countryside has to offer?
Of course I don't. I have worked in this HQ all my life in the center of this city. And I will not allow myself to become close to anyone that's from somewhere as dirty as a country. And I do not need some redneck working in my department. And from what I've heard, the work you did out there at that small little office doesn't compare to what we all do here. So you'll never be able to understand and complete your work here. You still think you're welcome here for some reason. Normally, someone like you should just quit being asked to work at the HQ.
Bernard, please excuse me, but I feel as though there really is a huge misunderstanding between us.
When I heard yesterday that you'd be coming to this office, I was a bit concerned for my department. The CEO stated that you were here for some special reason, but I know that's all a load of crap. But there's nothing I can do about what the CEO believes. I don't even think that I'll be able to drink with you during the party later. Why don't you just stay away from it?
Could you please stop talking about me like that? I am in a position that was gifted to me by the company. And you think I'd give that all away to please you? I'm not going to do something so strange.
The only thing strange here is a redneck thinking that they have any right to be in this company's HQ. I've thought about all that a lot since yesterday. If you come to that party, you're going to regret it, Jesse.
And in your case, before making anyone regret anything, you should take a look in the mirror and fix that poor attitude of yours. If you continue to talk poorly about me and my experience working for that smaller office, you'll be the only one regretting anything.
Go back to the farm, you pig.
I'm shocked. You really went ahead and poured your beer all over me at the party.
Well, that's perfect for a redneck like you, right? You should be pleased by that.
I can see you're really happy with yourself for doing something so ridiculous. But are you unaware of the consequences that'll come from this?
What did that piss poor attitude? I'm your manager, right? Well, there's no way you'd know how to act towards me. After all, you're just a no-brain redneck. You all don't have the common sense needed to work here. And as I've heard, there's no common sense for you all out there anyway.
Looks like you're going to be regretting all of this very much now.
Well, that right there was me introducing myself to you. I had to make sure to do it the right way since you're from somewhere as dirty as the countryside. Maybe pouring all that high-quality beer on you was a mistake, considering you all drink crappy beers out there. Oh, please forgive me for that. What the hell do you think you're doing saying it's your CEO? Come over to me right now. This is the executive director. Huh? Something for me? Why would my boss be using the phone of a dirty pig? I will not let you get away with saying such rude things to this company's CEO. I found you. Get over here now! Who is this that I'm talking with right now? I'd love to have a moment to speak with you.
Just a second ago, the executive director grabbed my phone and started saying all of that to you so that he could find you. Bernard, I'm sure that he chewed you out pretty hard there just a second ago, right?
I'd like you to allow me to apologize to you. Do you think I can come and talk to you in person?
Even though you were just kicked out of the building a few minutes ago? I don't think you'll be allowed back in now to talk with me, correct?
Jesse, is it really true that you're the CEO of this company?
Yes, I'm the newly appointed CEO.
What? Seriously?
You've been very rude to me. And do you really think I'd lie to you now about being the CEO? There's nothing in doing that for me. Now, if you'd like to know how I got here, it's due to the fact that I had always worked closely with the previous CEO. And after a few years of proving my strength, I was given the position when he left. And that's why I was moved from that smaller office to the HQ. If before you had poured all that beer on me, you took a moment to look at the seat I was in, you would have noticed that it was the seat for the CEO.
I didn't notice a single thing like that. I'm so very sorry for that. Can you allow me to explain myself?
I don't need you explaining anything to me. I think that anything you have to say to me now is a total waste of my time. Have you started to let it all sink in now? That after doing what you've done to the CEO, the air around you has become a lot more constricting. That right there is what'll happen after the actions you've made.
Well, I never knew a thing about you. I'm so sorry. I seriously never knew that you had come all the way to the HQ to become the new CEO. I just assumed you were another redneck coming to ruin the work culture we have within the main office. And that made me become very irresponsible with my actions and language towards you. I'm embarrassed by what I've done.
After all that, I'm sure you want to apologize to me. But maybe you should have acted more your age and waited to see the man I really am.
I know that. But I'm apologizing to you now, right? So isn't it time you act like a respectful CEO and forgive me?
Oh?
Huh?
You think after what you'd done to me today at a party, a simple apology would fix everything for you? Are you always acting as though you're better than everyone else? Do you not understand yet that I am your CEO now and will always be better than you? You're way too late now with those apologies, Bernard.
Huh? What do you mean too late? Don't say what I think you wanted to say, please. I'm not too late yet, right?
I understand that you never knew who I was when talking to me, but that does not mean you can act like a schoolyard bully to me. Personally, I couldn't care less about what you did to me today, and it was a little funny. But to talk poorly about that countryside office like you have when they are working in the same company as you, I don't take that kind of thing lightly, especially now that I'm CEO. There are a lot of employees working in that office who put in way more effort than half the people here. And to me, they are worth just as much, if not more than some of you here are to this company. But if every time I brought one of them over to come work in the HQ, and they were met with your spoiled attitude, I'd be burnt out having to act as their mediator.
I would never act that way, though. I don't mean to be that kind of person to everyone that comes from there. I see now that this time I may have gone a little overboard and I regret it.
Well, you seeing that only now, it is too late for you, Bernard.
What do you mean by that?
Did you know that the office you've been making fun of isn't just the place where I started out?
Huh?
It's also the office that your last CEO started working at before he was promoted to the position of CEO.
Huh? He was there as well?
Did you already know that and still decided to treat me as horribly as you did?
No, I never knew he was from that small office, actually. He didn't look like the type of man that would come from a redneck background.
I'm really not sure what you have against the countryside and rednecks, but making fun of anyone that comes from there is a huge blemish on your character. Your attitude really has been a stain on this company's image for a long time now.
I just heard that from another pig from that small office in the middle of nowhere was coming here. And I just thought it'd be funny to rough them up a bit.
Is that so? Was it fun for you?
No, it wasn't funny for me at all. I was a complete idiot for all of that, and I apologize.
You're telling me that because I'm from the countryside and worked at that smaller office, that it'd be funny to pour beer all over me in my expensive suit?
No, I don't think that's funny anymore now. I just happened to get a little too carried away is all.
A man in your position, as the manager of one of this company's largest departments, got carried away with picking on someone to the point they pour beer on them? You're not in 3rd grade anymore, Bernard. As I recall, you're older than I am, right? And you've been the manager of that department for over 5 years now? I think that it's a bit strange that you were put into that position.
I understand you completely. Even I wondered from time to time why I was put in the position as manager. But I'll take responsibility for what I've done to you by paying for your suit to be cleaned.
Of course you will.
If we can just act as though what had happened today never actually happened, then we can move on from this and continue doing our daily business.
I told you that apologies like that are too late. Everyone at the party already saw the kind of person you are. And they have all given up on wanting to work with you in this company.
Everyone has? Well, then what should we do about this? Does this mean that I should go and apologize to all of them for my actions as well?
That's not what any of this means, Bernard. Nobody in this company finds the apologies you give to bear any meaning.
Huh? They don't mean anything to them.
So you apologizing to them will get you nowhere. You have gone on far enough with your poorly thought out actions, and as the CEO, I must take care of you at once.
Take care of? What the hell are you talking about now?
I'm saying that you're fired.
Huh? Fired? You have no way that you could do that to me, right?
Why don't I have a way to?
I'm a manager here of one of the largest departments.
And I'm the CEO.
No, well, I know that, but you have only just been given the position of CEO, right? And you only worked at the middle of nowhere before this, right?
And here we go again with you acting as though me working out there is a good enough reason to talk poorly of me. Where I worked before my current position has nothing to do with me firing you or not. I'll have you know that I was born and raised in Manhattan, and me working out at that office does not take away the fact that I worked my butt off there. I have no idea why you think New York City is this amazing place that is full of nice people and everyone should respect. And I'd say the way you think about yourself being here is the exact reason why you've never moved up any further from the job you have now.
Please, listen to me, please! So, I have been working for this company for so long now, was gifted the position of manager. And I never had to work at that crappy office to get here, but you did. So what makes you think you can fire me when you have only been at the HQ for a few days?
This isn't just me wanting to fire you.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Even after you apologized to your last CEO, he was left furious about your attitude. And just before he had retired and given me the position, he told me that you were on your way out as well.
Hold on a frickin' second. He said that? There's no way he'd say something like that about me, right?
Unfortunately for you, it's the truth. He originally wanted you demoted and removed from here.
Demoted? And what do you mean removed from here?
Well, I mean he wanted you moved somewhere else.
I can't believe this.
So, before I go through with firing you, I think I'll have you moved out to the smaller office for a little while. There you can be surrounded by the things you hate and perhaps learn a bit from them. And I hope that you'll gain a bit more common sense while there that most other adults have.
Wait, please! I'll never be able to make it out there. I'm a city boy and I have been all my life.
Is that the case? Well, then I guess you'll have to be fired now.
Please, do not do that to me either. I'll definitely not survive if I'm fired.
After how you've acted towards me and the rest of the company, you have only two options. One is going to that smaller office and being demoted, and the other one is being fired. Do you understand?
I understand, but I'm sorry for what happened and want you to understand that. I've worked so hard to become a department manager here, and so what you want to do with me is heartless.
All these are the punishments for how you've acted. There's nothing heartless about karma, Bernard. If you want someone to come and help you out of all this, then maybe go find yourself a therapist to teach you how to handle your demented character. Anyway, I have nothing else to say to you. I'll give you a small amount of time to think between choosing